Yo, what is up? What is going on? How's everybody doing, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another DLE Fitness live stream show. I forgot to refill my water, but that is a-okay. Is my camera looking pretty good? Let me see. Am I at the right? Yeah, I'm at the right one. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We got a good show lineup for you today, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope you're having a good day. A little bit later in the evening show. Tried to get on early. Had some stuff I had to take care of. Had some adulting to do, but we got all that taken care of for the most part, but we still got more to do. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're getting off work, about to get off work, whatever, having a good day. But if you are not having a good day, we're going to let Mr. Child break it down to you.
Oh, you're having a bad day? Did you die?
I got shot.
But did you die?
And as long as you didn't die, got shot, and you're still alive, and you're still here to make something happen, then, man, wake up, get out, get something, stay focused on all the goodness of life can bring you, and, you know, keep on grinding, keep on focusing, keep on trying to make something happen. Let's go. Sub Damon. What's going on, Sis the Great? How you doing, man? Hopefully you had a good day off of work, man. Good to see you. Good to hear from you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for dipping in. I greatly appreciate you. We got a good show lineup for you today. We are multi-streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble. I was gonna do Facebook, but something screwed up, so we're not on Facebook today. But if you're on YouTube, do your boy a favor. When that thumbs up pops up on your screen that you're gonna see, hit that thing right there, and I greatly appreciate it. Get the likes up and all that good stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also, contribute to today's show. Cash App to Venmo. Cash App Daniel2888 Venmo. Danny-Daniel-00. Yes, sir. And yes, Facebook is a hard one. I've been actually doing this successfully lately. I ain't had no issues with, well, I'm lying if I say I ain't had no issues. Facebook, I've been having, I've been able to get it working. It's just, I don't know what I did wrong today. So today I thought I had it set up right, hit the button to go, and it was like, error. I was like, well, screw it then. I ain't gonna do Facebook. But I usually get it though. I usually get Facebook up and running. I don't know what the problem is today, but Facebook do be on some BS. It really do. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Got a good show lined up for you today. Doing a different show than I normally do. Normally I do different shows, talk about topics that, you know, that I am interested in, and that I go way off the hinges with. Sometimes I go over people's head with my ideology and my philosophy in life and things like that. But today we're going to pull you back down to earth and give you a little bit of reality. Today we're going to talk about some celebrity custody battles. Yes, sir. That's what we're going to talk about, man. Yes, sir. The unfortunate life of custody battles. They suck. I'll tell you, bro. They is no fun. They're no bueno whatsoever. We're going to look at a few custody battles that I've actually came across, and I thought they were really interesting to look into, and some few fun to read and stuff. Well, I can say fun to read, interesting to read, and we're going to see exactly how these custody battles pan out, man. We're going to see. It says, you mean we ain't talking about AI? No, we ain't talking about AI. Not today. Not today. I done ran AIs and talked about AIs and incorporated AI with the Hopi prophecy, showing people what's going on and how the world's gonna basically divert into two ways. You have nature and you got technology. I done, you know, spoke on AI data centers and the water and the resources that it's taking up, and how many data centers is being made, the different kinds of data centers is being made. Yeah, I got a nice catalog of AI category. I got a nice catalog of AI. So when life goes on and people say like, oh my gosh, we didn't know that AI was going to do this, I'm going to be like, well, I'm going to play back a video from like 2 years ago and be like, look, I told you about this shit a long time ago. Y'all weren't listening. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and dip into this video right here. We're gonna look at some custody battles. We got to see what's going on. The day and age of no privacy or manual work. That right there, my friend. Well, I mean, we're almost there, to be quite honest with you. The no privacy part, we're practically there. The no privacy part, yeah. The no manual work, we're getting there. We ain't there yet, but we're getting to that part. So we're getting closer to 1984. We're getting closer and closer. We itching towards the old George Orwell state of mind. We are getting there. But before we do get there, let's go ahead and look at these celebrity custody battles, because these are very unfortunate things that people go through. And it don't matter how rich, how successful you are. You could be broke, middle class, rich. Hell, even Tom Brady caught this work. And Tom Brady caught the work so bad that his wife was banging the martial arts instructor. Turned around, got mad at him for well, what happened? I think Tom Brady's wife got mad at him for being gone. She didn't want him to play, so he stayed home. She got pissed at him for being home, so he went and played again, I think, or something like that. But whatever the case was, she started banging the martial arts instructor while he was gone. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, it's Tom Brady. Like, how was Tom Brady catching this work? You know, cheated on Tom Brady with the martial arts instructor. So, and then, you know, left him for the dude and everything. And she was banging the martial arts instructor in the side house that they have. Like, you know, they live in this whole big old home, but she was banging him in like one of the side houses at the crib. And I was like, bruh, come on. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. So I was just like, oh man. Hey, still got a link. Tree, I remember when I helped you. Yeah, you did help set that up. But yeah, man, she was smashing the martial arts dude over on the side and at the same crib and all this stuff. So Tom Brady can get this work. Don't nobody stand a chance. But we do got some good news from some people that we've been knowing that's been going through a custody battle for a very long time. I actually do got some good news to give to a particular group. I'm going to say a particular dude in this case, although he should have stuck with the first chick, but when he went and got the second chick, that's when his life went to hell. We're going to go ahead and start the show off with this dude. Can you guess who this dude is? Can you guess who this dude is who's about to finally get an ounce of some good news in a custody battle that he's been going through for easily a decade? We've all seen she's been running this dude through the rigmarole and just doing him all kind of dirty. Can anybody guess who this man is? Can you guess who's finally about to catch a breath of fresh air? Who's been getting drugged through the mud? No, Johnny Depp. No. He already went through the Amber Heard situation. It's not Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp still caught an L. Even though he won the case, he still caught an L because she owing money, got sued, but she ain't pay a dime, so he ain't seeing that money. He lost the Pirates of the Caribbean. He didn't get like a Disney deal or some deal he was supposed to get, and then she hypergamously allegedly upgraded and had a baby with Elon Musk. So yeah, he caught an L all the way around. So it is not Johnny Depp. I don't think he even had a kid with her, which thank God for him, he didn't have a kid with her because it would have been so bad. I mean, that case was terrible. She went on a tour saying she was abused and all this. Then once we saw the footage come out, she took a dump on this nigga's pillow. Like, bro, wow. Took a dump on his pillow. He recorded the interaction. She was like, who's going to believe you, Johnny? Big old you, Johnny Depp, and little old me. They're not going to believe you over me. I was like, bruh, like this woman's evil. But no, it's not Johnny Depp. Let's go ahead and see who it is. Drum roll, please. Let's go ahead and find out who it is. Here we go. And it is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. The 2026 features several high-profile family court developments, including formal conclusion of the decade-long Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie battle on July 12th, when their twins turn 18 years old, and Johnny Depp will no longer have to deal with this crazy beast taking him to court over the kids. All right. I mean, Brad Pitt, my bad. Shout out to Brad Pitt, man. Shout out to him, man. He's finally finna catch a break. Now, I mean, he does catch a break, but then if we just scroll down just a little bit further, it says the historic nearly 10-year legal battle over the children is scheduled to officially conclude on July 12th, 2026. Today's July 8th. Bro got 4 more days. He's probably about to do some of the most debaucherous things of his life. I know I would. However, before we get too excited,
But wait, there's more.
under California Family Code law, all existing custody orders automatically terminate as their youngest children, the Knox twins, or twins Knox and Vivian, they turn 18. They get out of the age of the court jurisdiction. Now, here's the part. However, the ex-couple's broader legal disputes continue. Oh no. With a trial regarding their French estate in Chateau Miraval set for February 2027. Oh man. Oh, bro can't catch a break from this evil beast. Oh my Lord Jesus. Brad, Brad. Yeah, man. Hey, I know the pain, bruh. Your pain, bruh. I mean, you've been battling. You had Jennifer Aniston at first, pimping. You had Jennifer Aniston at first. And right now, I don't think she got no kids. I think Jennifer Aniston still ain't got no kids. You had Jennifer Aniston, and you dropped her, and when you went and got Angelina Jolie, and boy, has that been the biggest mistake that you ever made. But then we'll never know, because, I mean, you could have had kids with Jennifer Aniston. She could have been as crazy as Angelina Jolie. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. But I mean, I'm pretty sure right now you would wish you would took your chances. I'm pretty sure you'd be sitting back thinking like, hey, bro, oh, what if I would have just stayed with Jennifer? But hey, shoulda, woulda, coulda. So, good news for old Brad. In 4 days, kids turn 18. He will be officially done with child support course. So shout out to that man. He has another battle that he's got to deal with his estate on February of 2027. Probably that estate, once that gets divided up, he'll probably be in 2027. He might finally have to be able to wipe his hands clean with this evil demon anorexic looking beast that he's been dealing with for the longest, and he can finally just like live his life without ever having to even speak to or look at her. I mean, of course the kids are gonna grow up in holidays and have, you know, weddings or whatever they choose to do. I mean, well, hell, they mama Angelina Jolie, they probably won't have no weddings. They probably staunch feminist and progressive, you know what I mean? So who knows? Anyway, but we'll see. But shout out to Brad Pitt, man. Hopefully everything works out well for him. So, whew, that's got to be a rough one. That's got to be a rough one. I can only imagine how much money. Oh, and speaking of their thing, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, what I didn't know about this was, let me see, where is it? Speaking on Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, I think they had, let me see if I can find it real quick, because it says something about their thing, about their, I did wanted to point out, where is it right now? Pitt, Angelina, like this song. Let's see, autonomy, key facts, ends, the case. Oh, here it is right here. That's what I want to show you. So I didn't know this, and this has to suck to actually be the person who has this record. But it says the case filed by Jolie in September 2016, just days after a reported in-flight incident, became one of the longest and most expensive custody disputes in Hollywood history. Man, my boy Brad is going through it, bruh. Jesus. The litigation spanned multiple custody evaluations, a private judge, years of legal maneuvering. With the twins reaching adulthood, the legal machinery that governed the children's schedules for nearly 10 years simply switches off by operation of law. To have the most longest and most expensive custody dispute in Hollywood history, it's gotta suck to be able to have that record, because you know how many other people's kids and children and grandchildren you done put through college. How many other people, they saw y'all court case, if you had to switch lawyers, they was just like, yes. They already know they about to make a staunch, clean 100,000 off of you every time you had to switch lawyers, or if you have the same lawyer, it don't matter. But yeah, man, so that's just gonna, that just shows you like how much of a weightlifter that's probably got to be out for Brad Pitt's shoulders, bro. I mean, could you only imagine the stuff? I mean, just think about it. We've known about they battle for a long time. Like, they've been going at this forever, and Angelina Jolie's been just doing them dirty in the family court. So we finally see homie finally gets some peace. I'm happy for you, Brad. I'm happy for you, bro. All right, let's move on to the next one. What's the next celebrity stuff we got going on? The next celebrity ones we have, this will be, who is this? Oh, Rumor. Oh, good Lord. The girl name is Rumor. Is it Rumor or Rumor? Rumor? I'm gonna have to see. You got Rumor Willis, and ex-boyfriend claims she exploited their 3-year-old daughter in ad with adult sexual humor amid custody battle. Derek Richard Thomas, who welcomed Luetto with Willis in April 2023, made these claims in a supplemental declaration in their custody battle. This was published on June 3rd, 2026. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So as we see too here, we have Rumor Willis, which I believe is Bruce Willis's daughter, and Derek Richard Thomas. I don't know who he is, but as we know, these two are alleged celebrities and they have a child together. And let's take a look at their situation and see how this pans out. What do we need to know? Rumor and Derek Richard Thomas are in a custody battle over 3-year-old daughter Luetta. Willis has accused Thomas of emotional abuse, of course, and inappropriate behavior during their relationship as a parent. What is inappropriate behavior? All right. Hashtag believe all women does not fly over. Do that. So he did inappropriate behavior. Could he just have yelled at her and told her to shut the hell up because he got tired of her talking one day? I mean, would she deem that as inappropriate? Because that's not fair. Because sometimes, you know, you probably need to tell your chick to shut the hell up. Like, you know, I think that's fair game. Thomas denied the allegations, as he should, and claimed Willis is commercially exploiting their daughter by having her appear in paid ads. All right, so we're fighting and we're bickering, as we can see. So that's what's going on. We see that we're fighting and we're bickering. So let's go ahead and run through this gamut right here. So let's see. We got Rumor Willis, ex-boyfriend, Derek Richard Thomas. So ex-boyfriend, not ex-husband, ex-boyfriend. I don't think they were married. Has filed new documents in their custody dispute denying the actress's claim of abuse and accusing her of exploiting their 3-year-old daughter, Louetta. All right, so he filed it on her, saying she's in an ad. All right, I'm kind of curious of what this ad could be. You know, I'm not going to simply take his side just because. I mean, I understand that he could just be retaliating. And of course, the attorneys are going to allow him to retaliate and do these things because, you know, I mean, they get paid to do this shit. So according to court documents obtained by People, the musician, he's 33, denied the claims of abuse that the now and then actress, 37, made in her recent declaration opposing his child custody order. He also alleged that Willis exploited their daughter by having her appear in a paid commercial ad that contained adult sexual humor. All right, so that's no bueno. Guess I have to see what that looks like to get a more understanding, but I don't know what that is. Respondents' coordinated media strategy and its harm to Louetta are a serious concern, Thomas' declaration read. On February 22nd, 2026, I sent a respondent a written objection to Louetta's appearance, noting a specific ad which contained adult humor that was not appropriate context for a 2-year-old. A representative for Willis did not immediately respond to a request for the People, while Thomas' attorney Mike had no comment. All right, cool. So as we see there, they're going at it back and forth. So let's go ahead and see here. So this is a picture of the two coupled up, booed up. I got you. Sorry, it was like this little fruit fly that's been bothering me and I finally killed him. All right, so here's a couple. These two boot up. All right, Bruce Willis's daughter. I don't see Bruce in her. I'm looking, but I don't see Bruce in her. I just don't. And make sure you take care of Bruce Willis, sweetie. He's not doing too well. I think they put him in a retirement home. I think Bruce Willis hasn't been doing too well. So it shows them right here. This is them at a collaboration launch. All right. And let's continue the story right here. So we have more. We have that it says this recent filing comes after Willis accused Thomas of emotional abuse after filing court documents for custody of their toddler. According to court documents previously obtained by People, the actress has been fighting for custody of her toddler daughter since last July. So she's saying that he was emotionally abusive. Okay, so what is emotional abuse? Did he tell her to shut up? I mean, did she like not make him cookies and milk one day and he got up out of his seat and he was like, "Hey, what is this?" And she was like, it's cookies and milk. Do you not like it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I do like it, but I wanted you to make me like a steak dinner and mashed potatoes and green beans." She's like, "I don't have to make you nothing. I made you cookies and milk. You could be grateful for it." And then he was like, "You know what?" And then she said he was emotionally abusive. I don't know. Hypothetically speaking, who knows? I don't know what emotionally abusive is, because in today's world, if you tell somebody to shut up and raise your voice, you're emotionally abusive. But there's no proof of this abuse, so I don't know. I don't know. In a declaration opposing Thomas's request for a child custody order, Willis claimed that Thomas has displayed a persistent pattern of insane emotional abuse. Oh, he upped it. Okay, so he's not just emotionally abusive, he's insanely emotionally abusive. That he's been occurring since before their breakup in 2024. She added that the alleged abuse was often in front of a minor child or while they were trapped in a car with him. Oh no, she was trapped in a car. She couldn't even hit the unlock button and escape. She was a helpless white woman in Beverly Hills, if I'm not mistaken, and no one would save her from this man who had her trapped in the car with his child, or with their child. Oh man, scary. What do you think? Is he doing this? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But let's keep going. Willis, who filed for primary physical custody of Louetta, alleged ongoing cohesive control through prolonged circular verbal attacks that he is unable or unwilling to stop. He doesn't want to fight back. He's like, bro, I don't want to fight. Like, chill out. That's what he's saying. That's basically what that is. Ongoing cohesive control through prolonged circular verbal attacks that he's unable or unwilling to stop. Because I mean, if he puts his hand, because you know, if he puts his hand on her and does it like this, he's going to jail. So we all know that bro's going to jail. So he can't do that. And then if, you know, and he say he's not unable to stop it. So he just has to like, just let her go stupid and go ape and go monkey and go crazy. So there's nothing he can do. So he's like, I don't want to fight. I just want to see my kid. But, you know, clearly this is how this goes. She also claimed that Thomas engaged in this type of attack for over 6 hours at a time. Daily basis. So every single day for 6 hours, he had nothing else to do but just attack you. That's all he did. So bro just woke up. It just clicked. An insane emotional abuse just started happening for 6 hours of emotional insane abuse. What do you think on that one? What do you think? Well, I don't know. Does it seem right? Does it seem like he was getting up just attacking this woman for over 6 hours emotionally, insanely emotionally? Willis further alleged that Thomas' erratic and bizarre behavior escalated after the birth of their daughter in April of 2023. All right, Mr. Willis. Oh, excuse me, not Mr. Willis. Willis further alleged that Thomas. Oh, okay. Whoa, time out. She's saying that he had this erratic behavior. Possibly, I don't know. Could it be that you had postpartum depression and he was reacting to it? Could it be that? Because Thomas has, let's see. Willis, who filed for primary custody, alleging the filing that Thomas has engaged in ongoing. Okay, no, I had that wrong. I keep getting Willis as him. So she says that he's the one going crazy. He's the one fighting. He's the one doing all this. Okay, so she's saying he's acting crazy. He's acting bizarre. He's acting erratic. And after the baby, he's acting all crazy. Okay, I had it backwards. So she's saying he's the one. She doesn't want to fight. She want to keep the kid. She's saying he's mentally unstable. She's saying he's crazy. So potentially, I mean, I can't knock her. This is just one side of the story. I had it wrong. So it seems like she's saying he's the one that's fighting and going crazy. He's the one having postpartum depression, not her. That's what she's saying. She's saying he's the one acting the fool. All right. I was constantly trying to keep the peace and walk on eggshells, she claimed in the filing. He wanted to isolate me from my friends and family. He constantly called me a liar with no reason behind it. He told me I was a bad girlfriend all the time. All right. So this is, I'm going to have to call BS on this one. I mean, if he called you, any dude that calls a woman a liar for no reason, there's like, men don't call women liars for no reason. Women lie all the time. Women lie all the time. Even when they lie, you tell them, you know, you're lying, right? They'll lie about the lie they just told and believe the lie that they told because they believe the lie is a good lie in good faith as it is truthful when they know it's a lie. Female logic. All right. He told me I was a bad girlfriend all the time. Maybe you were. I mean, come on now. I mean, we ain't perfect. I mean, you're just saying he's a bad boyfriend, allegedly. So maybe you were a bad girlfriend. Let's see what else we got here. So it says Willis, who is the daughter of Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. Oh, I forgot those two were together. Yeah. Okay. So that's where she comes from. So who does she look like? She don't look like Demi Moore. Unless Demi Moore cheated. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alleged in her declaration that Thomas, once again, the man, exhibited paranoid. Good Lord. This man got insane emotional abuse, paranoid behavior, freaking erratic behavior, and that he claimed that she and her mom were plotting to take Louetta away from him. I mean, that's possible. I wouldn't deny that. I mean, mama want to see her grandbaby. For a long time, it was difficult for me to stand up to Thomas as I tried to avoid his emotional tirades and abuse, even for a long time after he moved out, she claimed. She also alleged in the filing that Thomas' behavior has left Louetta traumatized and crying a lot. Well, she is too. I'm just saying, 2-year-olds cry a lot from the age. You know what I mean? Like the child is gonna cry a lot. So I mean, whatever. Which is why she doesn't want him to have overnights or time with Louetta without an evidence code section 730 child custody evaluation. She's trying to get supervised visits. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to either get supervised visits or restraining order put on him. That's what she's aiming for right there. Let's see, traumatized, crying a lot. She's trying to get a custody evaluated in there to get some kind of therapy going on. She's shooting for she is shooting for supervised visits or a restraining order. That's the angle that she's going at. Like she's revving up the little, you know, she's revving up the minions of the demonic system. She's revving up the system, you know what I mean, to use against them. So that's what she's aiming for. You know, these buzzwords: traumatized, paranoid, insane, erratic behavior, just all these little buzzwords that she's using. And then now she's saying that now the child doesn't the child is traumatized and cries a lot and all this stuff, all because of his erratic behavior and how he acts. She's aiming for a restraining order or a supervised visits. That's what she's aiming for. Because right now we don't have any evidence of him actually doing anything bad to the child. There's no evidence of that. But if she can get that with the child custody evaluation, then she can get evidence that he has done something bad to the kid, which then plays into her hand. So that's what she's aiming for. She also said that in the declaration that she's concerned about Thomas, now fiance, Lizzie Locke, being present during his custodial time due to his alleged history of fighting in relationships and in front of the child. Now, this could be true. We don't know what their relationship was like, or she don't want her baby around the new quote unquote stepmother. That's a possibility. So let's see. Is a picture of these two? All right. So this is them two once again. Does she look like Demi Moore or Bruce Willis? I don't really see it. I got to pull up a picture next to him. I mean, you never know. He could be crazy. I mean, she could be telling the honest truth, and he could be everything that she says. We all know, but let's see. So he fired back at Willis. All right, here we go. So now he fired back. She was shooting the shots at him. Now he's gonna fire some shots back off. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Do I have any shots? Do I have any? Oh, here we go. Now his turn. Come on. All right, he's loaded up. He's ready. Let's see what he shoots back. All right, here we go. Let's see. So Thomas fires back at Willis in a reply declaration made in his support of his request for a child custody order. Oh, they don't have a custody order. Oh, well, yeah. Well, then, yeah. Anything goes at that point. Claiming that she only made this request because she is enraged by their daughter's clear affection for Locke. I told you. I told you. I do it. I said one of the two could be true. She could be telling the truth, or she don't want that baby around her future stepmother. That's what that was. She would have it. Which I get that. I could understand that. I get it. That would make somebody angry. I feel you on that. Unless y'all all get along, but you know, it's rare. He also denied Willis' abuse claims, but said that their relationship was unhealthy. Okay, so he said their relationship was unhealthy. At least he was honest. All right, so I give him that. He was honest. Now he says, I have committed no acts of domestic violence in any form, including no active cohesive control. Our relationship was unhealthy and appropriately came to an end, but it was not all characterized by any violence, physical or emotional attacks or intimidation on my part, he said. The decision to end the relationship between myself and Rumor was a mutual decision made in our mutual best interest. So he said they came to a mutual understanding. He also pushed back on Willis' request that he submit to the court ordered drug testing due to his alleged chronic marijuana use and evidence of behavior indicative of someone under the influence of drugs for extended periods of time. He pushed back on her request that he also pushed back on Willis' request that he submit a court-ordered drug test. Okay, so she's trying to get him drug tested for a weed. Okay, yes. She's going for supervised visits or restraining order. That's what she's aiming for. That's what I'm understanding. She's doing this to get a restraining order or supervised visits. She's aiming for it. And I mean, weed in California, I don't think that's that big of a deal. I don't think you can. And like a lot of the times when somebody is high off weed, like if you're high off weed, it's rare that you're uppity, that you're like, "Arr," you know what I mean? Those would be harder drugs. You know what I mean? That's like alcohol or any harder drugs like coca or, you know, something like that. Those harder drugs or alcohol would make you more of what she described him to be. But to me, she described him as this erratic, crazy person, but then you want to test him for marijuana. I'm like, I don't see a pothead being, I'm like, potheads usually smoke to calm them down. Potheads don't want to be bothered usually. They just want to eat and play a game, enjoy music, sex. Like, I don't see it. Now, some people who smoke weed will have a different effect, but, you know, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it. So she says, for daily marijuana use and evidence of behavior indicative of someone under the influence of drugs for extended period. Yeah, okay. So she's saying it's marijuana use. He said in the filing that he's not a current user of marijuana, although he admitted that he was previously a user of the substance as legally allowed, which, okay, therefore you're in California. I thought so. However, he claimed that he never used marijuana to the degree that he was unable to fully and properly fulfill my duties and obligation as being a father. Okay. I get that. That's fair. I think that's completely people getting so stoned that they, you know, I mean, I think if you get too high, I think the worst thing you do is drive slow on the highway. That'd probably be the worst thing that you do. I'm gonna skip past this to show a picture of the young daughter. I don't want to put her on here. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the next part right here. Let's keep going. It says in her declaration. Now, so far what we have here, what I do understand about this, hold on, let me go back. So far what I'm understanding, what I'm getting. So from what he said to what she said. From what he said to what she said. He agreed relationship was unhealthy. So he says, okay, we did have an unhealthy relationship. She didn't say the relationship was unhealthy. She said he was abusive. He said it was unhealthy, as in like both of us. She said he was abusive and he trapped us in a car. He was insanely, emotionally abusive. The baby is traumatized. She cries a lot, she pitted him to be a bad guy. He pitted it to say, look, we did have a healthy relationship, but at the end of the day, like, everything that she's saying about me is not true. He didn't say anything really bad about her yet, except for the fact that he said that she put her the daughter in an ad that he didn't approve of. But as far as her character, he hasn't flawed her character yet. I haven't heard. All I heard was her flawing his character. I haven't caught him flawing her character. He just said we was in a unhealthy relationship and we both respectfully, mutually ended it. I'm gonna say respectfully, but mutually ended it. So far that's what I'm getting from this. So far, to me, it just seems like, and plus he moved on already, which that 2-year-old daughter go to see daddy with daddy and stepmommy, and the daughter's 2 years old, and that's her first kid, and to be able to say daddy, mommy, and oh, this is my stepmommy, like, that's gonna piss her off. So I can understand when he said that she's only saying that just because she's upset about the new girlfriend. So I can agree with him on that, because that's gonna piss her off for sure. So I think she is kind of being vindictive about that part right there. I think she is. But let's keep going. Let's see what we got. So in her declaration, Willis alleged that Thomas was once so high that he could not even watch Louetta for those couple of minutes without her rolling off the couch. If she's talking about high on marijuana, what was he doing? That's the question. She's saying that, okay, so let me get this straight. If we're talking about marijuana, all right, let's get this straight. She is alleging that he was so high one time that he could not even watch their daughter for a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, without her rolling off the couch. All right, let's get this straight. He's smoking some marijuana. He's high. He had one job while he was high on marijuana, and that's to watch his daughter for 2 minutes and make sure she don't roll off the couch. Does that sound plausible? Does that sound like fair? That, because according to her, she said that, you know, she wants to do drug testing for weed. So with that being said, she's saying that he couldn't even stand. Where's my soundbite? So he couldn't even stand 2 minutes of just doing nothing but watching their 2-year-old daughter on the couch. He was so high off weed that he just couldn't focus. Just, you know, and then the 2-year-old daughter almost fell off the couch because he was just so high off of weed. I'm sorry, man, but that's. Oh crap! Wrong one. No. Where's my thing?
Shut up, bitch.
There we go. We'll use that one. That was an accident. So yeah, I don't see that as plausible. That doesn't make sense. You're high on weed. For some reason, you're watching your daughter for 2 minutes just to make sure she doesn't fall off the couch because of whatever the case may be. Mama had to go inside and make a bottle, and you had one job, high off weed, to watch your daughter so she doesn't roll off a couch. I mean, trying to get a restraining order or a supervised visit. She's really going for she's trying to get both. Well, whichever one works out. She also claimed in the declaration that Thomas let his daughter fall off the bed once in November 2023, alleged that he then made it all about him, that I was upset about him letting her fall off the bed instead of just comforting her baby and helping her feel better. This is petty. She's just reaching for straws. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. She's pushing for a court order. She's pushing for supervised visits. She's trying to make him sound abusive to the child and make him sound like an unfit parent. That don't make no sense. Fall off the bed. I mean, yeah, kids. I mean, kids are prone to fall off beds. It's possible. You got to keep your eye on them. You know what I mean? It's possible. Kids may happen. Maybe the little girl was jumping on the bed. She's 2. Maybe she was jumping. Maybe she was at the age where, you know, babies squirm and start moving. They get to certain ages, bro, and they just start moving. They just, you know, you put them here to change their diaper, and you turn this way to grab some wipes and something out of bag, and when you look back over, they little ass is already crawling off, speed crawling. You're like, hey, get your little ass back over here. Grab them by the leg, and they slide back. You turn them over, they're like, hee. You know, they think it's a game. So I mean, maybe the baby did fall by accident. It wasn't intentional. I mean, it could have happened, but I don't think it did. I think she's just saying this to make him sound like a bad person. I don't buy this. She also claimed that she asked Thomas not be allowed to bathe with Louetta, saying it is highly inappropriate for him to bathe with her naked at her age. Okay, I can't. I'm not gonna. I personally don't attest with that one. I think that was pretty weird if that's true, but you know, we're going to leave that one alone and pass on that one. In filing, Thomas claimed that his daughter has never suffered for any want in my care, has never been injured in any way, has not suffered trauma or emotional or physical abuse of any kind, nor been neglected at any time she's been in my care, for sure. Rumors fail to detail even a single credible instance of any mistreatment or neglect by me, for sure, you know, because she ain't got no proof. Willis confirmed her split from Thomas in August of 2024. The two had been together since 2022 and confirmed in December of that year that they were expecting their first baby together. They went on to welcome the daughter, Luetta, on April 18th, 2023. So that, dang. So the stuff we over here reading about, so they're yeah, this is an infant they're fighting over basically at this point. All right. So there's that. Let's see. I think we got part 2 of these two going at it again. So let's finish up this part 2. So then on that part, and it says that now we have a 3-year-old daughter. All right. So we go up and now we move up to a 3-year-old daughter. And it says right here that Rumor Willis awarded. So now she got primary physical custody of the 3-year-old daughter. Her and the ex Thomas agree to undergo evaluation. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. Undergoing evaluation. That's not good. The former couple will share joint legal custody of their daughter. Oh my goodness. That is no bueno. Where's my dang soundbite? I can't find it. There it is. Yeah, that's not good. She about to make up all sorts of bullshit when it comes to this evaluation, boy. She about to act a plumb fool. She about to pull some bullshit. I hope you're ready, my boy. She's about to pull some bullshit on you. I tell you right now. She's about to make up some ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. You better be ready for this. I wouldn't agree to it, but I mean, you probably were forced to do it or else. So let's see. Rumor Willis granted primary physical custody of the 3-year-old daughter amid a contentious legal battle. Willis and Derek Thomas will share joint legal custody. Both will undergo a court-ordered custody evaluation. Well, okay. Those things are normal. Thomas' visitation will transition from monitored to overnight in August, and both parents must attend a co-parents council. This is normal stuff. So he was on supervised visits. Monitored, is it the same thing as supervised? So he was on supervised visits. She somehow got him on supervised visits. So she going through her postpartum depression, raging, and she's upset that he has another woman. She's mad. All right, so then she says, Willis had been awarded primary custody of the daughter according to court documents stated by People. The once upon a time a Hollywood actress, 37, has been granted primary physical custody of the 3-year-old daughter, who she shares with Thomas. The two will share legal custody, both undergo a custody evaluation. According to the filing, the ruling also contained a visitation schedule, who will be granted parenting time every other weekend. Okay, so he has standard possession order. And she has primary custody, so she gets him. So she has the baby 1 week. Then the next week he has him Friday. He has the baby Friday through Sunday from 6 to 6. So he has a standard possession order. All right, cool. So she has the SPO. He has the SPO. She has the primary primary physical custody. All right, and they got joint custody. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we got. The visits will initially be monitored. Oh wow, that sucks. By one of her nannies, and will transition to overnight visitation with no monitoring in August. Oh wow. So right now until August. So right now he's monitored. Right now he's under supervised visits by the damn nanny. Her nanny, out of all people. So somebody on her side is a nanny. So you better hope this nanny don't make up no bullshit in the meantime leading up to August. So that's my goodness. Willis and Thomas have also been ordered to participate in co-parenting counseling. Yeah, been there, done that. And will communicate through a co-parenting app. Yep. Know how that goes. That sucks. Mr. Thomas is very pleased with the interim. Mr. Thomas, he's happy with the interim determination because he wanted to spend time with his daughter. I get it. And by the court on the custody issues, all right, because he got tired of being on monitored supervised visits. Judge White was properly focused on the issue at hand and carefully weighed the evidence presented. We are pleased that the court established a custody and visitation order that provided Mr. Thomas with a solid, meaningful opportunity to restore and grow his relationship with his daughter. Okay, so they didn't have a custody order in place. Then they had him on supervised visits, or they have him on supervised visits currently. And then now he's graduating out of supervised visits, and he's going into standard possession order. So where he gets to have his daughter for Friday to Sunday. So that's what he's moving to in August. But right now he's on the supervised visits with her nanny. I think that's dangerous because you don't know who her nanny is. Her nanny could be a friend of hers. And that's dangerous because lies, bro. All they gotta do is make up a lie. We look forward to providing further evidence that Mr. Thomas is a loving, devoted, and committed father to his daughter when the court again hears his case. The statement continued. As I previously stated, Mr. Thomas will try issues pertaining to custody of Louetta in court and will not distort matters by trying this case in the press. All right, so Will's attorney had no comment when reached by the people. All right, so far so good. So it seems like everything is gone. Let's see, so it seems like that's where we're at right now. Seems like that's where we're at. So they've been going at it for a minute, and you know, she basically, yeah. This is the same thing that I'm reading. So in the end, he got a custody agreement laid out. He's getting his first, third, and fifth weekend of the month. Finally, he's getting off of supervised visits with her nanny, and you know, and the mom doesn't want that. The mom probably counts that as a loss, because she wanted to keep him on supervised visits and tried to get a restraining order, I'm pretty sure, at some point. Tried to get him drug tested for weed and all this stuff to make him look bad. She didn't want the baby to be over there with a stepmother. That's what she didn't want. That's what she was fighting. She was fighting that stepmother. She was like, no, I'm the mother. You know what I mean? She's doing that, you know, women like to call themselves mama bear. Mama bear. It's like, bitch, shut up. You know, damn bear. You're a clown. Mama clown. Mama clown is what you is. This is what the whole situation is over. All this fighting over nothing. All because you and your feelings, because y'all, according to him, y'all mutually broke up. He moved on, got him another chick. He wants to be in his child's life. You do everything to not let him be in his child's life. So then y'all have to go to court over the stuff to get a possession order, a court order put in place, because y'all can't handle y'all's business outside the court. And I would say it's her who can't act right. Sounds like she's the one that can't act right. I'm pretty sure he would have no issues not dealing with the court people in their case, because he hasn't said anything negative about her. He didn't say nothing bad about her the whole time. Everything that's been said bad was her saying bad about him to keep him away from his daughter. He's the one that got monitored visits, but there's no proof of him doing anything wrong to have monitored visits. And then the person who's monitoring the visits is her nanny. Like, come on, bro. So this whole thing is brought up. There was no court order put in place. He got the court order put in place, so he got a W. He has to do good up until August. Hopefully the nanny don't make up no bullshit. He'll have first, third, and fifth weekends with his daughter, and the daughter will be able to meet daddy and daddy's stepmama. So for him, you know, he tried to avoid that, but she wouldn't allow it to happen. So good for him, man. If that's what he wanted, he was happy with it, then hey, W for him. Shout out to the father, for sure. All right, so let's see here.